Eugenia, I know that it's been a really hard few months, and especially the last month must have been really hard for you. What the hell is going on here?
What's going on here, I think, is a complete reversal of democratic values, of justice, of anything that we've fought for. Ukrainian people fought for during Orange Revolution, and some values that's been born then, and now it's just going back to the authoritarian, if you like, Soviet type of system with complete injustice. And my mother, during her political career, over 15 years, have become, a symbol of this fight for justice, for democracy, become a symbol of freedom for Ukrainians. And now today, on the 20th anniversary of our independence, the person or people who've been fighting and who've been true to the political system of Ukraine, of democratic system, are behind bars. And this is a symbolical and it's a very bad sign for Ukraine as a nation. And I mean, for me, as a daughter of a politician, of Ukrainian opposition leader, is a great, it's okay.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, what has it been like? I mean, how do you deal with it? How does it change your life personally?
The same situation happened with my mom 10 years back, and it seems to be like we're living through this deja vu that happened during Kuchma rule, and now the same is happening. I was 21 then, and then we felt the whole force of this system that is trying to crush any way of freedom or justice or democracy. This time, now in the middle of Europe, complete injustice is happening, and people are seeing it, people are supporting Mom, but really, I don't know, being behind bars there, not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow, it all depends on one person who is unpredictable in his fury and in his revenge.
So he's just taking revenge, yeah?
No, it's very insecure, and I've been in the court for the past month, and every day the law is broken, the constitution is not looked at by the people who are supposed to protect the law and the constitution. So it's hard to watch it, and because my mom fell victim of it.
Has stood for is trying to establish rule of law her whole life, and now she's a victim.
And she's become a victim of the system, that's trying to crush her, because she's a leader, and she's become a symbol of freedom and democracy in Ukraine, and it's obvious that the system is trying to take her out of the political game. So it's very transparent.
When you're in the court, and when you were, because you said to the judge, it was very kind of emotional to hear, free my mom, and then you also said, what else did you say to the judge exactly? You said that if you free my mom, you'll be free, basically.
I tried to call for his, feeling of justice, or just try to encourage him to look at it and look at the situation in a different way, like from the, like he's also a son, he's got a mother, and just trying to appeal to his feelings of, not only as a judge, but as a person.
You look straight at him?
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah. And how did he look when you?
He looked away,
Did he say anything to you?
No, he didn't say anything. He just smiled.
Smiled.
Yeah.
Do you think this is something to smile about?
I don't know. Whenever I make a statement, and he finds it funny, or whatever my mom speaks about the injustice that's happening in the court every minute, he just smiles and looks away. So it's.
I mean, have they let you in to see your mom in prison?
Yes, I'm her public attorney, or public law attorney, to say. So I can.
You're actually serving as your mom's public attorney.
Yes, yeah. That gives me a right to go see her every day.
If you weren't doing that, would you be allowed in still? I mean, are they allowing other?
No,
people?
only relatives are only allowed to go in for one time a month.
How is she?
You know, she's a very strong woman, but I can see how it's affecting her. The most what affects her is the understanding of this injustice towards her, because her case doesn't have any basis, any grounds, and even the prosecutor's office, the Ministry of Justice now, with the present government, stated that there is no case. There is no criminal case.
The prosecutor's office said this themselves?
Said, yes, and there are 2 letters that prove this, but the judge doesn't want to put it in the case as a proof, as a documentary proof of her innocence. And there are so many.
Because he's just an employee, essentially, of Young Coalition.
Exactly.
And so she's trying to hold up. She's trying to be strong. But I mean, it must be very hard because you're sitting there like attorney and client, but your mother and daughter. And I mean, do you get to hug her? Or do you get to
yes, of course I can. I try to get any second, any minute, to kind of comfort her and be there for her. And it's all of us who have to be strong around her, not let anybody see that. We're kind of giving in, so she has to go through it herself, by herself, in a jail every night, and every day. But I just hope that Western community, our people, Ukrainian people, can see through this injustice and come out, and their voice should be heard, because it can happen to anybody in the world, and she's as any other citizen who can go through this.
The scariest thing is it could happen to you or
to anybody. If we allow this to happen, then anybody can be crushed.
Right. And I mean, I know that you go abroad sometimes, but the world does hear this. You've seen statements of support from all different countries.
Of course, we're very thankful for the support.
But I mean, in my opinion, anyway, it needs to be a lot louder, and I think the public needs to get involved, because I think that what happens if we lose Ukraine?
We lose, hope for any future of being European civilized state for us. So it isn't. We are very thankful as a family, as a nation, also for, especially me as a daughter, I'm very thankful that many people in the world and leaders are supporting my mom now and the fight. And it's really fight for Ukraine is a part of the fight for our nation.